Good morning, children. Welcome back to our geography class. We are discussing about the manufacturing industries, children. In the previous class, we have discussed about the agro-based industries like cotton textile industry, jute industry, and sugarcane industry. And today, we are going to discuss about the iron and steel industry and aluminum industry. Let's see. Iron and steel industry. Children, actually the iron and steel industry comes under mineral based industries. What are these industries, children? These are nothing but industries that use minerals and metals as raw materials. Such kind of industries are called mineral based industries. So this iron and steel comes under mineral based industries. So, iron and steel is a basic industry, children, because it is the base for all the other industries like heavy, medium, and light industries. They all depend on this iron and steel industry because for construction material like iron, bars, and for machinery, etc. So, it provides raw materials to other industries. So, production and consumption of steel is often regarded as index of a country's development. The production means how much quantity of production you produce in the country, that one, and the consumption, the amount of steel which you consume in the country. So both of them are regarded as the index for the country's development. Okay, so if your country is developed or not, it depends upon the amount of steel which you are producing and the amount of steel which you are consuming in your country. So a country is utilizing or consuming more steel means the development is happening at a faster pace. So steel is needed to manufacture a variety of engineering goods like machinery, tools, telephonic, medical, defense, etc. Many more things. So we require construction material also. Construction material also we require steel, children. So in manufacturing defense materials also we require steel. So for everything we require steel. So iron and steel industry comes in the category of heavy industry because the raw material that is used is heavy. Okay, for example, raw materials that are used in iron and steel industries are coal, iron ore, limestone, manganese, etc. are heavy and are used in bulk in quantity. Right. Now the question is, uh, where should the steel plant be ideally located? Where should the steel plant be ideally located? The answer is simple, children. It is wherever raw materials are available or easily accessible. So, like sugar industry, this industry also comes under raw material oriented industry. Next thing is when it is processed, it loses its weight. When the iron ore is processed, it loses its weight. It means if you use total raw material, we get only 25% of it as finished goods. Let's see. Now here you can see the raw materials required in its manufacturing process is iron ore, which contains iron plus rock. Okay, it's in raw state. Next, coking coal. So what is coking coal, children? It is nothing but it's a kind of coal which is heated in the absence of air. The coal which is heated in the absence of air. It's called coking coal. And the last one is limestone. So these raw materials are used at a ratio of 4 is to 2 is to 1. Then we get 95% pure iron. Okay, 95% pure, not 100% pure iron. 95% pure iron only you'll get. From this iron, they make steel. So for making steel, they mix manganese. For making steel, they mix manganese. Only if you mix manganese in the iron, it becomes steel. Okay, so this manganese makes iron tough or stronger. Okay, then the steel also different types, children. One is stainless steel, normal steel, steel rods. Okay, even fan plates also made up of steel. So that's why we should say steel plates. Okay, likewise. So all these kinds of steel is manufactured in the metallurgical industries only by engineers. Now, why is it so that in India iron and steel industries are located near Chota Nagpur plateau? The question is, why is it so that in India iron and steel industries are located near Chota Nagpur Plateau. Chota Nagpur Plateau means Jharkhand and some nearby areas, children. The reason is simple. All the raw materials are available in this area, uh, means like coal, limestone, iron ore are all available in this area. So here low cost of iron ore is available. High grade raw materials is proximity. Proximity means what, children? Close by. And cheap labor also available. Vast growth of potential in the home market also. Vast growth of potential means what? We are capable in the home market. Okay, we can sell and we can buy in the home market also, in the international market, not in the Indian market. So these are the reasons for the concentration of iron and steel industries in the Chota Nagpur region. So now let's see the challenges faced by the iron and steel industries, children. The first one is high cost and limited availability of coking coal. The coking coal is of high cost because it should undergo with some process. It should be heated under in the absence of air. That's why it is of high cost, children, and it is available in limited quantity. That's why. So it means we, what do you understand this? We are importing the coking coal. The next one is low productivity of labor. So labor is also available in less quantity, children. The third one, irregular supply of energy. Supply of energy is also irregular, it means erratic. Okay. The next one is the poor infrastructure facilities like transportation, communication, banking, etc. So these are all the challenges faced by the iron and steel industries. Now, what is the present situation? On the one hand, we are producing iron and steel on a large scale, children, but we are also importing good quality of iron steel from other countries. Okay. However, the overall production of steel is sufficient to meet our country's demand. The steel which is produced in our country is sufficient only to meet our demands, but even then we are importing good quality of steel, children, from other countries. But still we are importing steel, it means what, a lot of amount of money we are paying as foreign exchange. So now in our country, our former prime minister, P.V. Narasimha Rao, after 1981, has introduced one policy. It is LPG policy. What's the meaning of LPG? Liberalization and foreign direct investment. P means privatization, G means globalization. I repeat, L means liberalization and foreign direct investment, P means privatization, and G means globalization. So this have given a boost to the industry with the efforts of private entrepreneurs. It means private businessmen like Reliance, Tata, etc. So the last factor is there is a need to allocate resources for research and development to produce steel more competitively. It means we need to invest more, then only we can be competitive at the international market. Next one, aluminium smelting industry. It is the second most important in metallurgical industry, children, in India. Aluminum is light. You all know that aluminum is a light metal, right? So it is a light metal and resistant to corrosion. Corrosion means what, children? It can't get rust or it can't damage the thing. So it is a good conductor of heat and it is a malleable. What's the meaning of malleable? Which means we can make thin sheets out of it and mud. Then it becomes strong when it is mixed with other metals. If you mix some other alloys in that aluminium, it becomes much stronger. So it is used to manufacture aircrafts, airplanes, helicopters, etc., utensils, wires, etc. Okay, it is used as substitute of steel, copper, zinc, and lead in a number of industries. It means in home appliances like fans, ACs, fridges, compressors, and winding, all those made out of aluminium in the place of copper. Okay, because copper is available less in quantity in India, children. Smelting plants in our country are located in the places where generally uh, ever good amount of electricity is available. It means what? The places where there is a good amount of electricity is available now, that places only they set up this industries. So we get aluminum from bauxite. We all know that bauxite is available in Odisha, West Bengal, Kerala, Uttar Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra, and Tamil Nadu. We produce aluminum on a large scale and we also export it. Okay. So, but we are lacking in copper, children. That's why we export aluminum to Japan and import copper from Japan. Okay. So wherever copper is used, we make possible use of aluminum in its place, children. So that's all for today. Thank you, children.